Y'all look, what's up? We running this back. We running this back because I need to I need to figure out what the real ending is. Marty,
All right, the
hold on,
video
I'm playing
feed
this
should be
all
up
over
and running, so
again.
if you can see me and hear me, then everything is
I
working
hear you
exactly
and I'm
as it
about to
should.
skip you. I'm about to skip you, sir. Because look, y'all, I need to figure out what's going on here. We already seen these videos. Marty introducing what's going on. We already seen that. And then this got to
Okay,
be the
Samantha,
first
we
one
are
for
recording.
Samantha.
Today is Saturday,
Samantha,
February 19th of 2022.
we gonna skip
Check your
this one too,
department of
y'all.
movies.
And then we gonna skip the first interview with Elliot because we already seen both of these. We already seen these videos, so I'm gonna skip that one too. But I'm gonna choose put pressure on Samantha. We gonna pick that one. Hold
Okay,
on.
Elliot, we are
Skip this.
recording. If
Elliot,
you
I don't
want
care
to,
about you. Skip this. Skip this. So Marty gonna call me, right? Marty call me. Marty. Marty. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but it feels like both of them are hiding something.
They are. I
Samantha
wasn't even
definitely
listening.
feels off, and Elliot seems a bit too nonchalant for my taste.
Yep.
I'm going to bring
Sure.
Samantha back in here in just a sec. I want to see if I can pry some more information out of her.
Okay.
But look, before we do that, we really need to think about how we want to approach this.
Mhm.
I think that if I put some pressure on her, she'll crack for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
But honestly, I'm conflicted. Part of me also feels that I should keep playing nice. I don't know,
Y'all.
maybe a calm approach may get her to trust me and open up more. Then
No.
again, if this is all an act, she might see right through that bullshit and use it in her favor. Honestly, I don't know. It's hard to get an exact read on her.
Yeah.
Why don't you do some reviewing? See if anything helps guide how we should move forward. Maybe you can get a better take on things.
I already
Take all
know.
the time you want, okay? I don't care if these two are here all day and night. When you're ready,
Okay.
you give me a call and you let me know how you want to play this.
Okay, I already know. I already know,
All right,
Marty.
talk to you soon.
Okay, bye. I already know. You gonna talk to me in 5 seconds, Marty, because we about to put pressure on this lady. Y'all, we already picked the be calm approach. We about to put pressure on her. I want to see what's new with this one. Marty, pressure that girl. Put on the ropes. Get on the ropes.
Hey,
What's up?
okay, so you want me to apply some pressure? See if I can make her crack?
Yep.
I like that. Not a
Yep.
problem at all.
Let's do it.
Let me go grab Samantha and we'll get things up and running in just a sec. All
Let's
right?
go.
Bye.
Let's go. That lady over there crying and stuff. I put you in jail last time, Sammy. My bad.
this is a continuation with Samantha Williams. The date is still
Yeah.
February 19th of 2022. Samantha, I'm going to be very straightforward with you. As it stands right now, everything, and I mean everything, points to you being the person that did this.
To you.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
What do we mean?
Samantha,
What do I mean?
You have a lot more debt than just the student loans.
A lot more, babe.
Yeah, but everybody has a lot of debt.
Not from Capital Max.
Samantha, I'm going to run through some numbers, okay?
Come on, run it.
You feel free to correct me if I get anything wrong.
Crunch them numbers.
We established the $105,000, right, of student loan debt.
105.
You also have $5,700 that you owe on your car.
Yep.
And you have 2 credit cards, right, both of which are maxed out.
2.
And that is $15,000 for those 2.
More than
So, did I get
15,000.
those numbers correct? Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, tell me,
Yeah.
what does that work out to in terms of a monthly payment? Right? I don't need the exact number. Just give me a rough idea.
I don't know, like $13.50 a month, maybe.
You know, Sammy.
It's about $13.50. Okay. I had 14, but we'll go with your number. So $13.50.
Now you're putting her in more debt.
You live with your mom, right? I'm going to assume that you pay her something every month. Is that right?
$5.50.
You pay her $5.50.
$5.50 a month.
Help with the groceries and bills and things, and Elliot contributes about the same.
And salary, what do you bring in salary wise after taxes every month? Again, I don't need an exact number, just give me an estimate and that'll be totally fine.
2,100.
About 2,100. Okay.
You in debt, baby.
So see, Samantha, you have
Sammy.
$1,900 in monthly expenses. Okay, you're only bringing in $2,100 a month, right? That's leaving you with $200 a month, just $200 a month to cover things like going out, buying clothes. I mean, that's
Just
it. You have only
$200.
$200
Just
for your
200.
disposable income every month. Is that correct?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
In this
See,
economy,
that's really tight.
girl, eggs is like $6. It's crazy.
So see, Samantha, what this shows me, this shows me financial motive.
Yeah.
Right, you see that, right? Financial motive. Now let's switch gears just for a sec, right? So earlier, both you and Elliot stated that Elliot, right, he was the last person to give your mom Oxycontin prior to her death, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what I stated. Yeah.
Okay. And neither you nor him gave your mom any breakthrough doses that day, correct? Correct?
Correct.
I did.
You did. But Samantha, you just stated
You just
that Elliot
said.
was the last person to give her oxygen. I mean, you just stated that.
You just said it.
Sorry, I was just confirming what you said that I said earlier. I
Sammy.
did actually give her a breakthrough dose that day.
And is there a reason you didn't bring this up earlier?
Yeah.
There's so much going on. I honestly, I just overlooked it. I just remembered when I was sitting there in the waiting room.
You overlooked it. You overlooked giving your mom
Giving your mama.
a dose of Oxycontin literally the
Right.
night before she died. You overlooked that?
I know that it sounds hard to believe, but
Yeah, Samantha, yes, that is very hard to believe. You are correct.
Extremely hard, girl.
I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Okay, so you were actually the last person to give your mom a dose of Oxycontin prior to her death that Tuesday night. Now, around what time did you give her this dose?
p.m. I was having trouble sleeping, and I woke up. It's very rare for me. And I went to go check on my mom. And I saw that she was having a lot of discomfort, so
And how much did you give her?
the usual 10 milligrams.
Y'all.
And Elliot? Did Elliot give her any breakthrough doses that day, maybe before you got home? No.
How you know?
How can you be so sure? I mean, it seems
Right.
like you've left out some very important details today.
Right.
There's a chart on the refrigerator, and we write everything down, and there wasn't anything else given that day.
Did you write your 11 p.m. dose on that chart?
Did you? She don't know.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Don't remember. Okay, so no additional breakthrough doses that day, unless of course Elliot, right? Maybe he forgot too.
No.
Yeah.
No, Elliot's super responsible. He would never forget something like that.
Okay, Samantha, let's
Interesting.
lay
Very
this
interesting.
all out, okay? You've got crippling debt, Samantha.
Yep.
Okay, you had a mom who was dying, right? You have this $250,000 life insurance policy. And now, right now it's made evident that you were the last person to give your mom Oxycontin prior to her death, right? You gave her a breakthrough dose on top of the already scheduled 7 p.m. dose that night. Okay, now Samantha, I may not be the best detective in the world,
Right.
but surely you can see how this makes a very strong case that you did this. You see that, right?
You gotta see it, sis.
No, I didn't.
Samantha, you had to have done this.
I didn't.
Samantha, you were the last person to give her Oxycontin. You just stated that.
It was you.
I didn't.
Samantha, are you really telling me that you had nothing to do with the death of your mom? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I would never
Okay.
do anything.
What about accidentally? Okay, what about accidentally? Maybe we've been looking at this whole thing the wrong way.
Y'all.
What do you mean?
Sammy.
Samantha, I mean that maybe you accidentally measured that dosage wrong that night. Right? Think about it. You're tired, right? You're stressed. Right? You got all of this craziness going on in your life. Samantha, maybe you just weren't thinking straight. Right? And maybe when you went to give her that dose, you measured it incorrectly. What do you think?
What you think, sis?
Samantha, you did this. You know you did. Okay, look, even if this was an accident, right? The fact still remains that you did this.
Yeah.
So can you at least admit, okay, that maybe, right? Just maybe, you accidentally measured that dosage wrong. Can you at least admit that? Samantha, listen. I am on your side. Okay, I am on your side. I know that you would never intentionally kill your mom. I know that.
Yeah, my sister's going through
Samantha,
it.
this was an accident.
Going through it.
Okay, but see, I need you to admit that, Samantha.
Yeah, you gotta say it.
So can you at least
She in distress.
admit that maybe you made a mistake? Right? You made a mistake, right? That's possible, right, Samantha?
Right?
I mean, yeah, I guess anything's possible.
Okay, now, Samantha, listen. I need a direct answer, okay? I need a simple yes or no. Okay? Now, Samantha, I'm trying to help you, okay? I'm trying to help you here. Is it possible that you accidentally measured her dosage incorrectly that day? Yes or no?
Yes, okay. Yes, it's possible that.
Samantha, listen. Okay, listen
Yeah.
very carefully, okay? Okay, remember, I am on your side, right?
What about your man?
You and I, right? We both know the tremendous amount of stress that you've been under. We know, right? And we both know that it is very possible that you accidentally killed your mom. Now,
Samantha.
Samantha, what I need you to do, right, is I need you to tell me the truth, okay? Right? What I want to do is I want to make this easy for you, right? Samantha, look, we know this is what happened, right? After all, you were the last person to give her the Oxycontin.
You.
So please, let's make this easy for you, okay?
Right.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah, this girl is in distress.
Tell me
God.
that you accidentally killed your mom.
Just say it.
Right? That's the truth, Samantha.
Just say it.
Samantha, make this easy for yourself.
Sammy. Sammy,
Okay?
come on.
Make this easy for yourself. You tell me the truth, right? And then you can put this whole thing behind you. Okay? You tell me the truth, and I will promise to do everything I can to make sure that you never set foot in prison, okay? But you have to tell me the truth.
Gotta do it.
Yes.
Yes, what, Samantha?
Yes, what? Say it.
Yes, what?
Yes, what? Come on, girl. You got all day. Love all about to come on.
I accidentally killed my mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, Samantha, listen. Listen. I
Yo.
know that was hard. But what you just did, Samantha, you just made this easier for yourself, okay? You just made this a lot easier for yourself. Now, Samantha, there's one last thing we need to clear up, okay? Samantha, stay with me, okay? Listen.
Come on,
I
sis.
need you to tell me what happened to those 5 pills. I need to know what happened to those 5 pills.
I don't know.
Samantha, you do.
I
You do.
don't.
Yes, you do, Samantha. You do, and I need you to tell me.
Yes, you do.
Tell me what happened to those 5 pills.
I swear to you, I don't know.
Samantha, tell me what happened
Tell
to those 5
us.
pills.
Girl. Girl.
I don't.
You don't know.
You don't know.
No,
You been blubbering and stuff for the past 20 minutes.
I don't know.
Girl.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, child. Love Island about to come on. Y'all need to come on. Hurry up. Marty, call me. Marty.
Well, that went better than expected.
Not better.
I'm still having a hard time believing
Yeah.
that she really forgot about that 11 p.m. breakthrough dose.
She ain't forget nothing.
But I guess we did get a confession.
She
So this may
did.
be a done deal. Now, I know
Nah.
we still can't account for those 5 missing pills, but that confession should hold up. But to be honest, because of those pills, I'm still questioning whether or not this was intentional. Maybe Samantha's smarter than she lets on.
I mean,
Now, if it was intentional, we need to know if Elliot was in on it. This seems like the perfect plan that would benefit both of them. Now, he seems pretty well composed, so we really need to think about how we want to move forward with him. I can be aggressive and paint him as an accomplice or even the mastermind behind everything. See how he reacts to those accusations. Or, since he claims to have no idea what happened, I let him speculate on how things went down. Let him explain things on his own terms. See where that takes us. Why don't you look things over and let me know what you'd like me to do? I'll
yeah,
talk to you in a bit.
Marty, I already know what I want you to do. I want you to accuse Elliot. Because I like playing bad cop. I was trying to be nice to them people before, but listen, let's accuse everybody. Look, Marty, Holler at that man like you did, Samantha.
Hey,
Cause you was good at that.
okay, let's get aggressive.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we'll push him on being an accomplice or even being the mastermind behind all this.
Yep.
See how he reacts. I like it.
Let's do it.
All right, give me a sec. Let me go grab Elliot, and we'll get things back up and running. All right?
Martin, I like
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
I like you. You like to be a villain. You like to be the villain. I appreciate it. Get rough with these people. Put them on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? We got a dead body here, you know? Elliot.
Okay, this is a continuation.
So man are you,
with
Elliot?
Jordan. The date is still Saturday, February 19th, 2022.
Yeah.
So, Elliot, I had a really good conversation with Samantha.
Very good. Very productive.
So, see, I was wrong. I previously thought that you were the last person to give Paulette Oxycontin.
That was you.
So she told you. She told you that she gave her a breakthrough dose during that 11 p.m. check-in?
Mm.
And you had no idea about this?
No, I just missed it.
But Elliot, aren't you like up like all hours of the night, right? Like 2, 3 in the morning, right? I mean, you didn't catch that?
I was gaming. I had headphones on. I don't know, I just missed it.
So is that what you think happened? You think you just missed it?
I guess so.
Elliot, I need concrete answers. Okay, this whole process can go a lot faster if you give me some straightforward yes or no responses. So, did you notice Samantha get up around 11 o'clock that night?
No, I did not notice Samantha get up at 11 o'clock that night.
And just to be sure,
Yeah,
is there
okay.
anything that you forgot? Maybe all of a sudden you remember something?
Can't think of anything.
All right.
Can't think of
Financially
nothing.
speaking, right, you and Samantha are in like two very, very different situations, right? You know, I did some digging around, and you have no debt. Is that correct?
I have, regular credit card debt every month, but I paid off.
How
That's
are you?
Samantha, right? She's not as responsible as you. I mean, she has a tremendous amount of debt. Right?
Oh, 15 stacks. Oh, you are?
So, I mean, it must be,
Here you go,
it must
help.
be nice, right? That,
Right.
that Paulette had this
Yeah.
policy then. Right? I mean, she can finally, right, pay off all of her debt. I mean,
Pay
that's
off
gotta
her
be good,
debt.
right?
I don't think that she's thinking of it that way. I mean, her mom just died. It's not going to suddenly change because she got paid.
That's true. That is true.
True.
Right? But then again, right, I mean, that's a matter of perspective, right? Because her mom, right, Paulette, she doesn't have to suffer anymore. You know, I mean, depending on your perspective, right? Paulette not suffering, I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? All right, Elliot, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Samantha has just confessed to giving Paulette a larger than normal dose of Oxycontin during that 11 p.m. check-in.
Yeah, I know.
You know. So now, Elliot, the question is, was that intentional? What do you think?
I don't think that Sam intentionally hurt her mom.
So then you think this was an accident?
That's not what I said.
All right, Elliot, I need you to help me out here. Okay, help me out because you know Samantha way better than I do, right? Okay, it is now a fact that Samantha was the last person to give Paulette a dose of Oxycontin, right? That's a fact. It is also a fact that Paulette overdosed on Oxycontin. Okay, can you see where I'm going with this? Because based on these two facts, Elliot, it was either intentional or it was an accident, right? There's no middle ground here. So, Elliot, what I need is for you to tell me what you think.
Sam didn't hurt her mom.
See, Elliot, that's not what I'm asking you.
Right.
All right. Look, I'm just going to tell you what I think because apparently nobody wants to tell me the truth today.
Right.
All right, so I'm just going to put the
wrong
pieces
with
together
y'all?
myself. Okay? So,
Do it, Marty.
I think that this whole situation is a win-win, right? For Paulette and for Samantha. Heck, man, even you, right? Because look, Samantha, right, and by extension you, right, you two are saddled with debt, right? And Paulette just so happens to have this life insurance policy, right? That
Mm-hmm.
can wipe all that debt away, right? Right? Because if Paulette goes, then so does the debt. Right? And Elliot, let me tell you, man, I am no stranger to being a caretaker, okay? I understand that is a tremendous amount of work, okay? Right? And then having to see Paulette suffer day in and day out, I can't even imagine that type of burden.
Can't imagine.
Right? On top of everything else that you two have going on in your lives.
Right.
So how does one get from under all this misery? Right? That's the question. How do you guys get from out of all this misery? How does that happen? And this is where I've been giving it a lot of thought, Elliot. A slightly larger than normal dose of that Oxycontin, right? That'll do the trick, right? See, here's what I think. I think Samantha, she took those 5 pills, right? I think she crushed them up, sprinkled it in that breakthrough dose, right? She gives it to Paulette, right? And then Paulette gets to go easily, right? Peacefully. No more suffering for her,
Right.
right? And then comes the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can use that money, right? Pay off all that debt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe start a whole new chapter in life, right? You guys can travel, maybe start a family, right? Who knows, right? Who knows?
Sound right to
I'm going
me.
to tell you what else I think, Elliot. I think you were the one who planned this whole thing.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
Come on, Elliot. Right, you and I, we both know there's no way in hell Samantha could plan this. This was no accident, right? You forced her to do this.
Yep.
I didn't force anybody to do anything. It's ridiculous.
Oh, we know.
Did the two of you kill Paulette? Okay, I'm not saying that you did this maliciously, but did the two
Right.
of you kill Paulette because you simply wanted to end everyone's suffering? Right? That's what happened to those 5 pills, Elliot, right?
That's what happened.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, well then what happened, man?
So what happened?
I took
Tell
the
us.
pills, all right? That's what happened.
You took those 5 pills.
I took
For
the
what?
5 pills. I needed help sleeping. I can't sleep at night. Thought it would help. End of story.
I don't know.
All right, and why did you not bring this up earlier?
Because it's embarrassing. And I did not think it was going to pan out to be such a big deal.
You didn't think that would be a big deal.
No.
To steal
All right.
pills?
All right, Elliot, Jesus Christ, man. Okay, if
Good
what you're
Lord.
saying
Right.
is actually true, right? Then what you're telling me is that this whole thing is an accident. Is that what you're telling me?
Look, me and Sam have been under a tremendous amount of stress, all right? Especially Sam. If what she told you is true, then yeah, it's got to be some kind of accident. She would never hurt her mom. Ever. And, you know, if she did make an accident, she's going to live with that for the rest of her life. So take that into consideration when you move forward. All right, she doesn't need any more suffering. She's gone through enough.
Y'all.
Anything else? We done?
We're almost done.
Almost.
One last thing, Elliot. One last thing. On that Tuesday night,
Y'all.
after Samantha went to bed, tell me who can account for your time.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
No.
Not
Nobody
even
at
the
all.
people you were gaming with online, right? You're gaming with none of those people. They're gonna account for your time. None of them.
I do random matchmaking. I don't know anybody. They don't know me.
You do random matchmaking.
Yeah.
All right, Elliot. Is there anything else that you want to add to your statement today?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're gonna take a break. Okay.
Woo, child. Y'all. I don't know what is going on, Marty.
You know, I thought we were going to get an actual confession.
Same.
Now I don't know what to believe.
I don't
Elliot
either.
really took those pills himself?
Maybe.
I need you to review everything thoroughly. See if you can get a clearer direction on how we should move forward. We have a few options. We can charge Samantha based on her confession.
So
That
y'all,
should absolutely hold up in court. We can also charge both of them if we feel there's enough evidence to support that. As for Elliot being the sole person responsible, I'm not too sure we have enough evidence. But if you feel he's still hiding something, I can absolutely charge him. I'll try to find a way to justify it if that's the route you want to go. Or maybe we don't have enough evidence to solve this. Maybe we got to let them both go. I don't know. I'm going to place this decision in your hands. Take your time. I trust you'll make the right decision. Just make sure that you choose carefully, okay? If we make the wrong decision here, it's both our asses.
okay.
All right, you give me a call when you're ready to wrap this up.
So y'all, the internet says that charge Elliot is the answer, like the selections that we just chose, and then charge Elliot is the answer. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand why, but we just gonna go with it. We just gonna go with it. Cause I don't think we have enough evidence, but sure. So
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's charge Elliot. I think you might be onto something here.
I
In
hope
fact,
so.
I have a little trick up my sleeve.
Okay, I
All right,
hope.
let me go grab him, and we'll get things up and running in just a sec.
Look, as
Okay.
long as you know, cause I don't know what none of y'all talking about. But go ahead, Marty. You got it.
This is a continuation
Okay.
with Elliot Jordan. The date is still Saturday, February 19th of 2022.
Y'all got
So, Elliot, I've been
the
thinking,
trophy.
right, about some of the things that you've said today, and I have to be honest, right? I'm having a very difficult time believing some of your statements.
Very hard.
You stated that you're the one, right, who's responsible for those 5 missing pills, right? You took the pills of Paulette.
Yep.
And you've been doing that regularly, right? Okay. So see, Elliot, right there. Right there is where I have a problem.
Right.
I don't understand why.
Well, because Elliot, that whole scenario, that seems way too convenient. Like way too convenient.
I can understand how it can come off as too convenient, but I mean, it's the truth.
It's the truth. Okay, well that's good. That's a good thing, Elliot. See, what I want to do is I want to verify the accuracy of that statement. So I'm going to have a lab technician stop by and get a blood sample, and that way we can see, if that Oxycontin is indeed in your system. And we're actually within the 6-week window, which is a good thing. And I'm realizing you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So Oxycontin, right?
Yeah.
It stays in your system for up to 6 weeks, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 6 weeks. Did you know that? You didn't know that. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
It's 6 weeks, right? And based on your
This man
statement,
lying.
right? You said
That's
today
crazy.
you've been taking these pills regularly, and based on the date of Paulette's most recent prescription, we are absolutely well within that 6 week.
Well
period,
within.
which is good, right? Which is good because now
Yeah.
we can verify whether or not you've been taking those pills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
what?
pretty sure I don't have to be forced to take a blood sample, and I don't even know why that would be necessary.
So you're partially right, yeah.
Right.
You're right. I don't, or I should say, I can't force you to take a blood test today. That is for sure. But I can absolutely get a warrant, right? That I can do.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I can get that warrant expedited. Okay, due to the nature of this case, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I can get a blood test ASAP. Okay, so Elliot, you will provide a blood sample.
You will.
Okay, it may not be today. But it'll
Right.
absolutely be in the very immediate future. That is for
100%.
sure.
100%.
Elliot, you're giving me some hesitation,
Yeah.
some pushback. I don't understand. I'm just trying to verify.
What's the
something very
problem?
simple.
What's the
All right,
problem?
I want you to really think about your actions here. Okay? Really think about how this is going to look to a jury. Right? You're giving me statements, right? Telling me that you're the one taking Paulette's pills, and all I'm trying to do is verify that. Right? That's all I'm
Right.
trying to do. And
All
here you
we're
are
trying
giving
to
me
do.
pushback.
Right.
right?
What's the problem?
You give me pushback and hesitation, maybe even possibly decline something like that. Elliot, how does that look?
How does it look
That doesn't help your case. You know that.
at all?
Elliot, look. I know that you did this. You did.
We know. You did it.
All right?
Let's go ahead.
You did not take those pills. Okay? You know that. I know that. Right? You have been lying to me this whole time, Elliot.
The whole time.
Now, see, the best thing that you can do, okay? The best thing that you can do is to confess. And I mean confess now. Okay? Because,
Right now?
look, I get those blood samples back, right? And I find out that you've been lying to me and that you don't have any Oxycontin in your system and you haven't been taking those pills, that's when shit gets ugly,
I'm
Elliot.
going to jail.
That's when it gets real ugly. And trust me, you do
jail.
not want to go down that path, my friend.
Right.
So what you need to do right now, you've got one option, and that's tell me the truth.
Come on now.
Yes.
Guess what?
I did it. Paulette was in so much pain. Every day. And the conversations that she would have with me in the room. She wanted to die. She knew that Sam wouldn't help her with something like that, so she asked me, and I did it.
Okay, Elliot. Okay. Elliot, what I need you to do now is I need you to tell me
Yeah.
exactly how you did this.
Yeah.
I followed Paulette's orders. I crushed up the 5 pills, I mixed them with her breakthrough dosage, and that's it. She wanted to go peacefully in her sleep.
And around what time do you think all of this occurred?
Just after 2 a.m.
Well, Elliot, look, man, I am sorry that you had to deal with something like that. I am.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Elliot, we still do have to take you into custody, okay? That's just what has to happen, all right? So, I need you to listen to me very carefully here, Elliot. I need you to put your hands out just like that, okay? I need you to lock your fingers, okay? Just like that, all right? Okay. And just keep yourself like that. Thank you, Elliot.
Well, this is sad. Yo.
Okay, Elliot, I will be back.
I was not expecting this.
Okay, I'll be right back, Elliot.
I was trying to have a little cute kiki. Elliot, I ain't even gone. I'm gonna just zoom out from you, sir. I did not realize that this is where this story was going. My God. This is sad. This is sad. Y'all, so fun fact about me, this it's not a fun fact at all, but an interesting fact about me is that my dad actually passed from pancreatic cancer. I didn't realize that this was gonna be, oh, you ain't gotta cut me off, Marty. I was just trying to tell the story. Yeah, my dad passed from pancreatic cancer, so this hits home a little bit. Marty, what you want?
Wow. That
Wow.
was a damn good bluff, huh?
It was.
You know,
Marty,
I honestly
look.
have no clue how long OxyContin stays in your system.
Marty, you kikiing and stuff.
Whew.
And I'm trying
I
to
gotta be honest, though. I
tell
do
the
feel
story.
bad for Elliot.
I do
This whole thing's
too.
an absolute mess. Yeah, I really hope a jury takes it easy on him.
Yeah,
All right. It's out of our hands now, though, right?
it is.
Thank you.
Good
You deserve a lot
Lord.
of credit. I'm impressed.
Well, it was really the
Without your
internet.
help. Why don't you go take a break, okay? This case, it's officially closed.
Okay.
All right, I'll
Thank
take care of
you.
all the paperwork.
Oh, I know, because I ain't doing nothing.
All right, cheers.
All right, Marty. Y'all, let's go. We did it. We got the answer. That was crazy. I think there are like five other endings, honestly, that we could be looking at. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that at all. But yeah, there are multiple endings to this, but this is the correct ending. Like this is the one where the correct person went to jail and we got the right like answers, right? Like we got the right information. So yeah, y'all, this was kind of sad. I'm a little bummed out right now. I'm a little bummed out, but Love Island just came on, so I think I'm just gonna watch Love Island and try to cheer myself back up. But thanks so much for watching, y'all. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I know I owe y'all the last episode of Wolf Among Us, and then what's that game called? An Elmwood Trail. I have to replay that one all over again. I've replayed it twice at this point, and my playback just won't work. Like I don't know what it is, but when I go to edit those videos, the file just gets corrupted. I don't know what's going on with that game, but yeah. So I'll figure out how to post Elbow Trail for y'all. But I definitely owe y'all Wolf Among Us too. Whatever else game we gonna play, y'all. I don't know. Send me some more games. I think somebody sent me an episode story. I got a whole bunch of episode stories. I just realized I had a whole list going at one point. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.